What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to the All Things Fishing page. So school's starting up and I haven't been able to get out on the water as much because my schedule's a little bit more impacted. I've got classes basically throughout the whole week and my only time to fish is the weekend, so I couldn't get out on the water this weekend. So what I've got today is a reel review. And today what we're going to be reviewing is an Avet reel. So Avet reels are one of my favorite inshore and offshore reels. They're built, to last. They're super durable. Whether you want to go out on a charter and fish for yellowtail or big game fish, or if you just want to drop down and go for rockfish, Avet has plenty of models that'll suit fishing off the surf to going for huge game fish. So let's go ahead and see what we got in this box, and let me tell you a little bit about it. So I'm going to go ahead and open her up, and what we've got is the MX64 MC. So what I just said there is basically this is their MX model. It's their second to smallest model. 6.4 means this is the 2-speed model, so it's got a 6.1 to 1 gear ratio and a 4.1 to 1 gear ratio, and MC magnetic casting. So let's go ahead and break down this sick looking reel and tell you what Avet is putting into their reels to make them so special. So let's go ahead and start off with the durability of these reels. Avet, they make their reels out of solid aluminum, so there isn't one part of this reel that isn't metal besides the power knob that they have on here, which is nice rubber. It fits in your hand perfect, good for cranking down on those big fish. Avet's also known for making sweet patterns and colors. You can find them pretty much any color you want. If you just do a little bit of research, check Amazon, check online stores, you could find the color that you're looking for. This one is camo color. Pretty badass. It's got 65 pound moss green spectra, so it looks great. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in and tell you what really makes Avet reels so different from all the other barrel reels that you see when you're going to your fish store, your tackle shop. So what Avet uses is called a lever drag system. And that basically means that the lever right here sets your drag to whatever you want. So you put it all the way down and you got free spool. You can click it up one and it applies a slight bit of drag for using live bait, and then it goes up to strike. So that's something that you'd want to use when you're looking for the strike of a fish, and it sets the drag just that much further. And then when you're fighting the fish, you can go ahead and set it to full to get the full drag out of this reel. And when you want to set your drag, all you got to do is you go down to free spool and you take this drag tension knob and you go ahead and you turn it as you desire, or whatever drag you need, and you go ahead and you flip it back up. You got full drag. So this proves great when you want to fly line bait and you don't want to have to worry about clicking the spool up or using a clicker, which it is equipped with. You've got a clicker, but the lever drag really allows you to get all that control of the bait and of the fish when it actually gets into that bait and starts running with it. So next I'm going to talk about the 2 speeds that Avet's incorporated into some of their reels. You could buy them 1 speed or 2 speed, it all depends on the model. They've got tons of different models, but basically how it works is you could push this button in and you click down and you're riding in low gear. That would be 4 to 1 gear ratio. And then all you got to do is click this other lever right here and you're back up to 6 to 1 for those higher ratios. So you could drop down when you're on a bigger fish that's pulling harder to get a little bit more leverage on him. And then you could also switch up to your higher gears for fish that don't put up that big of a fight and you just want to get them in faster. So that's a great feature that they have. It works great for me. I'm sure you guys have seen my green Avet that I have in some of my other surf fishing videos, and having that works great for going for bat ray and switching over and going for calicos, so I could really determine what fish I want to fight with the 2 different gear ratios. So it makes a lot of sense. Awesome to have. And let's move on to the next thing that's awesome about this reel. Okay, so the next feature about this reel is the magnetic casting system that it has. And a lot of barrel reels, not your bait casters, but your big deep sea barrel reels and your charter kind of boat reels, don't usually have magnetic casting. So Avet puts magnetic casting on the reels. It works phenomenal. Like the green Avet that you've seen in my videos, that's my SX. It's a little bit smaller than the MX reel that I'm holding, but great for casting. I just crank up the magnetic casting. I don't even have to put a thumb on the spool. It just flies. I can cast real far with my SX, and the magnetic casting does a great job of ensuring that I'm not going to get backlashes or get stopped mid cast and have my sinker go plunging off into the ocean. So yeah, that just about wraps up this reel review. Of course, if you guys have any comments, questions, go ahead and leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer any questions about this reel. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time. So it's a great package, price-wise. All right, we're just gonna let that